What's up, guys? Mike here, Maximum Results Fitness. It has been a while. Today is September 9th. We're from fall weather's here. Got a hoodie on. It's been a while since I did the last video and last talk, but today I want to talk to you about something I always kind of talk about, but I got a little bit of new info for you. Something I always talk about is always no excuses. It always has an underlying thing about, no excuses. And then every single one of these videos is always about you and the choices you make, right? All of this stuff is about you, all right? I want to talk. I did a video a while back, and I think I titled it ING. Are you an ING-er or an ED-er? Right? I know that sounds weird, but are you somebody that is constantly working on things, or are you somebody that gets shit done, like working on it or checked off done? And that's really what that podcast and that video was about. Today, let's bring it up to another level. Okay. Now, I was talking to a client the other day. We were talking, things going on, making me reflect back on some of the excuses I've been making and some of the things I've been holding back on and the reasons why, and now what do I have to do to, catch up or get that shit done. We were talking, and this story really hit home with me because of some of the other things I've talked to her about. But she told me a story about how her and her dad were going to get an oil change. Right? She was young. I think she might have said she was like 10. I don't know. I don't even know if she said how old she was, but I pictured her as 10. And her dad was kind of a hard ass, and they're sitting in the waiting room at the oil change place. Now picture like a place like that, big square waiting room, chairs all up against the wall. Everyone's sitting there waiting for their car to be done. It's really, really busy. There's a lot of people there, and you're just waiting, right? Now there's a guy across the room, and he's talking to someone else, and he's cursing every sentence. She said she was cursing a lot. And, it's almost to that point where somebody's going to say something to him, but you're at an oil change place, plus, you're not really sure how long you're going to be. You might be 5 minutes, you might be, an hour. So he just proceeds to keep talking, and everyone's just kind of upset, but whatever. I don't know. So it goes on for 5-10 minutes, and in walks a priest. The priest is, he's there to get his oil changed, and he just comes in and sits in the waiting room. But something happens. That guy who was cursing every sentence is now no longer cursing. He's still talking. He's just not cursing. And he didn't say a curse for the rest of the time there. And my client's father looks down at, her and was like, "You see what happened right there?" She was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "He stopped cursing." He was like, you either do or you don't. There's no trying. You either get it done or you choose not to get it done. He was cursing. He's clearly capable of not cursing because that's what he did, and he immediately did it as soon as that priest walked in. It was a choice he made. Now, I'm not applauding the guy for not cursing. I'm talking about you guys. I'm talking about doing it, getting it done, checking it off the list, reaching the goal, finish it. Not always trying or working or starting or whatever other ing you want to throw in there. It has to be done or did, past tense, like ED. Throw an ED on the end of it. Whatever it is, just fucking get it done. Instead of living in this constant limbo of always working on it and starting. Like, listen, you know how many people start on January 1st or the Monday or whatever it is, and you ask them like 2 weeks later, oh, well, I'm starting. I'm just starting. I just started out. I'm just starting. No. You only start once. You only start one time. Today's September 9th. Let's say people started on September 1st. Okay? They're no longer starting. If you're still starting, then you ain't getting shit done. You didn't check nothing off your list. You want to say that, like, I'm going to go to the gym 4 days this week. Well, fucking check it off your list. Check it off your list. You went 4 times, boom, done. Next goal. It's things like that get done. People get goals done. That's why the most successful people write down goals, and they write down short-term goals and check them off. And those short-term goals lead to that medium-term goal, and that medium-term goal leads to that long-term goal. There's no in between, like, of trying. It's boom, done, next, boom, done, next, boom, done, next, boom, done. Sweet, big goal achieved. That's it. It's constantly checking shit off your list. It's never this limbo of, like, I'm trying and I fell back one day, now I'm gonna, no. Because all you're gonna do is keep flip-flopping back and forth. I have another client that, and you all know her, that this happens 4 times a year. It's 3 months of hardcore, it's 3 months of falling back, 3 months of hardcore, 3 months of falling back. And it's been going on like that for 6 years. Get shit done and move on to the next goal. Don't try and almost get to that goal and then fall back, and then we try and fall back. No. You need to start checking shit off your list. You need to have a list. That's another thing. Have a fucking list with dates and real goals. Don't say I want to get in shape. That's not even a real thing. Many of you who are listening to this know, they all, like, any boot camper that tried to invite a sister-in-law or, a buddy or whatever it is, and says, I need to get in shape before I do your boot camp. What the fuck does that even mean? You need to get in shape before you get in shape? Makes 0 sense. And if you're, most of the boot campers that are, you've been with me for a while, you hear that excuse from them, and you stop asking them. They're like, all right, I tried once, and they gave me that that bullshit excuse that Mike always says, off the list, right? Have a list, set your goals. They have to be measurable. I want to lose, and listen, I'll tell you this too, especially women, because you can literally fluctuate 2 to 5 pounds a day. You can weigh yourself in the morning and be fucking 132, and you can weigh yourself in the afternoon, you'll be 137. And now all of a sudden, how much weight do you need to lose? How much weight do you need to lose? Now is it 5 or is it 10? So what you need to do is, when you set a goal, you need to set a weight that you want to weigh. I want to weigh 127 by October 31st when I weigh in the morning. Something very fucking specific. It's it's simple. I'm not saying it's easy. It's simple. Do not lie to yourself. Do not make excuses. The biggest thing that we do is lie to ourselves so we can justify the bullshit. We make up this bullshit so we can justify our actions or inactions or reactions. We make up this bullshit. We blame things. We blame other people. We blame everything but ourselves. Don't expect to get the results from the work that you didn't do. You all seen those posts. And here's the deal, right? Like my clients, when they get results, they like, some of them thank me, and I say, don't thank me. You did the fucking work. I was just there. Right? Yeah, I put a program together, or I pushed you a little bit, but you're the one who was sweating. You're the one who was showing up. You're the one who was eating correctly. I didn't hold a gun to your head. So you get the congratulations. Congratulate yourself when that shit happens. When all that good shit happens. Yeah, that's cool. You can thank me. You know, whatever. Or whatever. Fucking tag me in the post. I don't, that's cool enough for me. You don't need to thank me for you sweating. But you also need to understand that if you don't get the results, that's also on you. You get to congratulate yourself, but you also get to blame yourself. And that really comes down to not lying to yourself and taking responsibility. And I'm going to go to the positive way on this. When you get results and you think it was me, that's you not believing in yourself. That's you not having that confidence in yourself. I have all my fucking clients are awesome. I have awesome clients. Some of my most successful clients that get the best results, at some point in our training, we transition to this point where I don't have to fucking keep my eye on you. I don't have to stand there and fucking make sure you're doing 12 instead of 11. I don't have to stand there and make sure you're going up in weight when you should be going up in weight. Because you get to this point where I trust you that now you understand this is all you. And if you're afraid to get to that point, that means you're afraid to take on the responsibility. Now, granted, me being there will definitely help you, but I don't need to count. I'm there to make sure you're doing the correct form, the equipment's set up in the right positions, you're starting at the right weight, whatever it is. I'm there for just some extra shit. I'm not there to fucking tell you what a bench press is and, hold the bar for you for 15 reps and count. That's not what I'm there for. I'm there to build you up in here. I'm there to push you and make sure that you know that you can do this. But you also need to know you fucking got this, and this is you. This is on you. This is you. You can do this shit, and it's your responsibility. I had a lot of clients tell me that 25 reps with me is way different than 25 reps on their own. And those clients are the ones that don't believe in themselves that they can do it. Make your checklist. Sit down right now and come up with 3-month goals. I want bullet point goals. Fitness goals, all right? You can make your personal ones on your own time. That you don't need me to tell you what to do. But 3-month goals. Today's September 9th, September to October, October, November, December 9th. Shit that you want done and checked off the list by December 9th. 3-month goals. And on the back of that page, or on the next page, write down little goals on how you're going to get there. How you're going to get there. And you have to understand that none of these are INGs. They have to be done, and EDs. That's what that video was about. You know, you want to write down weekly goals that you're going to lose 1 pound a week. So that's 12 weeks from now. If you want to be 12 pounds lighter, so say you weigh 145, you want to weigh 133 by December 9th, then you have to lose 1 pound a week. 1 pound a week. So you write, I want to be 144 next week when I weigh in on Monday morning, naked when I get out of the shower. Then the following week, I want to weigh 143 Monday morning, naked when I get out of the shower. Next week, same thing, guys. Listen, it's a step-by-step process. I want 3-month goals and then break it down weekly if you have to. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going out on Taco Tuesday anymore. Write that shit. For 12 weeks. No Taco Tuesday, no margaritas. No alcohol, right? No alcohol for 12 weeks. Very simple, like very concrete answers. Make the checklist. Get that shit done. Make a new one, right? You start writing out your 3-month goals, things that you want to get done in 6 months or whatever your next 3-month goals are going to be will start popping in your head. And your 1-year goal, right? So think about this. You got 4 3-month goals that you need to come up with. Where do you want to be in 1 year? What do you want to be doing in 1 year? What do you want to accomplish in this next year? Divide that up into those 3-month goals. How are you going to get there step by step by step by step? You know, let's see, September 9th next year. I'll take Jess, for instance, right? So say you want to do a fitness competition next year, going on stage in a bikini, right? Next September ish, I think they might have pushed it back to October now, but whatever. About a year from now is the big one in Poughkeepsie. How are you going to? You're not going to wait the last 3 months to say, yeah, I want to do that. You start doing it now. 3 months from now, you'll be 9 months away. So you start building up the foundation to it now and start getting shit done. You know, 3 months. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to build up harder the next 3 months. Cool. Checked off. Next 3 months. Now guess what? Now you're 12 weeks away, and you shouldn't be that far away from getting ready for contest prep. Right now it's just contest prep the last 12 weeks. But everything else that we did in the other 9 months is all prep. That's all building the foundation. It's getting the shit done so that then it's contest prep. Now it's just tweak and diet. Everything else is was done. It's foundation of checked off the list. If you're always working on it and trying, next thing you know, 12 weeks out from show, you're like, fuck, I'm not ready. Because I've just been trying this whole time. I haven't been getting anything done. So that's why you make 3-month goals. That's why the most successful people in the world sit down and write down goals. There's people that write down goals night before to get shit done the next day. There's people that write down 3-month goals and 1-year goals, and they read their 3-month goals every single morning, and they read their 1-year goals every single night. And they believe in it. They embed it in their brain so that they can't lie to themselves. Well, I forgot about that one, or I wasn't really serious about it. Well, you put it on the paper and you read it for 3 months. Get the shit done. No excuses.